All right, guys, so in this video, what we're gonna be talking about is recoil and how to control it. A lot of people have asked, how do you control it on claw? How do you control recoil if you're a thumbs player? Doesn't matter. This video is going to help you control recoil, even if it's with something like this. We'll be doing a lot of slow motion for me. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. A lot of you have been asking about recoil. Got some tips and tricks that will help you. So let's get right into the video. All right, so the very first thing we need to talk about is different weapons and basically where you should start, especially if you're someone that's struggling with recoil. I'm gonna let you guys know where to start out and how you can kind of progress as you start figuring out how to control recoil. Now you can get up into some of the bigger weapons, which I'll show you guys a little bit later into the video. So for those of you first struggling with screen shake and just vertical and horizontal recoil, you're not hitting your targets, the first thing that you should probably be doing is strapping yourself up with an SMG. I'll go ahead and link down in the description. I'll even throw a card up there in the upper right hand corner on the Tommy gun, which is what I want to highlight first. Of course, if any of you guys missed that video, make sure you check it out. And what it's all about is finding the sweet spot. What I mean by the sweet spot, as you guys can see right there, and this is slowed down like ×4. And again, I'm gonna show you guys a bunch of different examples. But you're looking for the hit marker and you're looking for that blood splatter to know. And once you lock in, once you're dialed in, you know exactly. Let's go ahead and slow it down. Notice we're not tracking anything, so we're continuously moving, right? It's just the iron sights. That's all it is. Iron sights basically equal no recoil. You can see once we got the hit markers and once we start seeing the blood splatter, that's when we locked in and we knew exactly where our target was. And whether you play thumbs and whether you play claw, the way you're going to be controlling recoil is pretty much going to be the same. You're using the right hand side of your screen, you're using your right hand thumb, and you're slowly pulling down on the screen. We'll go ahead and slow down this Uzi shot for you guys. So here's it just in regular, and you can see it goes very, very fast. That was regular speed. Now we're going to go ahead and slow it down like ×4 right here. Notice we couldn't find the sweet spot. Then once we start seeing the white hit markers, and we actually end up getting a headshot kill on that one. But once you lock in on your target, once you hone in, seek and destroy, once you hone in on that target, that's where you're going to be holding it and trying to control that recoil until you bring the target down. Once you start getting used to the SMGs, definitely the Uzi, definitely the Tommy gun, the UMP with a 2X or a 3X, the grips. A lot of you guys are asking, what grips should you be using? Without a doubt, you're going to want to have the half grip. Which one is the half grip? Got some chicken dinner on that one. GG's to Justin. So what is the half grip? That's the one that always, when you see it on the ground, you think it's a flare gun. It's the pink one. That's basically the half grip. So we have some AUG action. Like I said, you're going to slowly progress through. Start off with the SMGs first. We're going to go ahead and slow this down. We couldn't even see the target. This guy was snaking over here from behind that tree. But yeah, start off with SMGs, then you start getting into your 5.56, which is obviously a much bigger round than 45 or a 9mm. I mean, the M4, if you have a tack stock on it, you have a compensator, half grip or vertical grip, without a doubt, those are going to help you guys so much. And this is when you start getting into the big boys, the real weapons, not real weapons, these are all good weapons, but the weapons that put out the most damage. And it's a trade-off, right? Balance and options. The 7.62 caliber weapons, like the AK, like the M762, they put out more damage, but with the price of recoil. There's a lot more recoil on these weapons. Look at this shot right here, you guys, as we slow it down. Look at this shot. What is that? An 80, maybe a 90 meter shot right there with the iron sights. Guys, I don't even put scopes on my AK anymore. No 2X, no 3X, just straight up iron sights. You'll find it so much easier to control the recoil. Go into the range if you don't believe me. And without a doubt, just throw a compensator on an AK. Look at this, peekaboo. And the same thing with recoil with tap fire weapons. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having an M4, throwing it on single. You can see, and this isn't actually a weapon I even use that much, but here we have an SLR. So first we covered the ARs and the SMGs to help you guys control that recoil. And basically, I mean, if you don't know this by now, you should. But yeah, compensators are always going to have the biggest recoil reduction as far as horizontal and vertical recoil. You definitely want to go ahead and throw a compensator on any of these weapons. With 5.56 caliber weapons and the 9mm and the 45 ACP, those weapons, you can get away with having a suppressor. The reason, notice I took off the sight off the AK right there. You don't need it. You just don't need sights on the AK, you guys. Those weapons, the SMGs and the 5.56 caliber assault rifles, you can get away with having a suppressor because there's hardly any recoil, I mean, to begin with. But like I said, it's all about finding the sweet spot, you guys, and just getting that rhythm. And it's going to take time. You know, you can't be 8 weeks or 7 weeks into this season with only 30 games and expect, you know, oh my God, you know, why can't I hit these shots? You can't hit these shots because you're not playing enough. It's going to take a lot of time behind the wheel, you know, to go full auto with an AK, you know, from 80 meters away. It's going to take time, you guys. Get into the range, get into arcade. Look at this shot right here with the MK14. Riggs playing some FPP. What in the hell is going on here? I had a lot of fun playing this game with Buck right here. The Mutant, though, wow, that was the M4, but the Mutant. But yeah, guys, these weapons, I'm telling you, it's just going to take some practice. And especially, notice right here, you'll notice this shot right here that's going to be coming up. You'll see it's going to be very, it's like very, like arithmetic. Look at this. Bop, 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 bop. You can see you just get into a rhythm. You have to find the sweet spot when you guys are hitting these shots. But yeah, 2Xs and 3Xs on assault rifles. SMGs, pretty much the same thing. You can go 4X or a 6X like on an M4 if you're tap firing. And of course, you know, with DMRs, it's just about finding that rhythm. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Until the next one, this has been Riggs.